Thanks, Dick Enberg, with Doug Collins and Ahmad Rashad, Bob Costas in Los Angeles. We welcome those of you who saw the Utah-Portland game right to the very end, and the Spurs just let the shot clock wind down to the end and are hit with the 24-second violation. There, David Robinson picked up 2 quick fouls. He's on the bench for the Spurs, who lead it by 1. A Laker turnover. Ellie. Avery Johnson on the move, throws it up with the right hand, and Shaq says, "Get that mess out of here, little man."
Well, see, Shaq's shot blocking is so much better in the playoffs. In the season, blocked a little under 2. In the playoffs, over 3. So his interior defense is picking up.
Weaving his way through, trying to find Purdue. It's deflected. Duncan picks it up. It squirts out of his hands, and there's a foul on the Lakers. Good spot for Fisher. Shaq bumps Purdue off and banks it in.
So he really delivered a blow that time on Will Purdue to block, and then he takes his time, he turns, and watch his right shoulder here as he's going to, his left shoulder, he just drills Will Purdue and kisses the ball off the glass. This is tough to defend. You say don't flop. This is a 330-pound man delivering a blow and scoring.
The foul was on Ellie, his first. Timeout Spurs. You're watching the NBA on NBC. His bench. Tim Duncan, Ori reaches in and fouls him. Duncan gives it back to Jaren Jackson for 3.
That's the bench help. Jaren Jackson can make open shots.
5 seconds. Duncan gonna have to get it up there, and over the outstretched hand of the defender, he hits with 1 second to play. Back resting at the start of the quarter. Here's Daniels finding Duncan. 2 Lakers have him sandwiched, Ori and Rooks, and one of them fouled him by Jaren Jackson. Here's the lob for Duncan. Inside. Knocked away by O'Neal, but a foul.
Big front line.
And Rice, double pumps, slings one off the glass, nowhere near. Duncan does some Duncan, plus he picks up the foul.
A great interior pass that time by Jaren Jackson. J.R. Reed got caught up on the high side, and a beautiful baseline bounce pass away from the defense. Watch now, J.R. Reed's going to get caught up on the high side. This is the way Utah feeds the post with Karl Malone. No help on that baseline, and Duncan with the powerful finish.
To Ellen. 5 seconds to shoot. Tim Duncan on the move into the lane, scoops it up. No good, but the tip is there. His second.
A 7-footer, Tim Duncan, loves to isolate. They're going to run a double team at him. You're going to see Rice, and he just lets him split him. So the double team does no good there. And then the second effort.
Duncan against 2 defenders. There's a whistle. He was fouled.
And Tim Duncan was absolutely amazing in the first half. Scored from every different angle. More importantly, got to the free throw line. But second shots, he lays the ball in the basket. Great penetration. David Robinson finds him early. Off the glass and the foul. The little floater in the lane. Then the drive. Misses it, but then the great tip.
Looking for Shaq. Poked away. Shaq chases it down. Now Kobe gives it back to him. And a foul on San Antonio. J.R. Reed to Shaq. Loose ball. Sean Elliott. Duncan from Ellie for the slam and the foul.
What about hands by Duncan? How many big guys could make that catch? I mean, Mario Ellie penetrates, and he almost throws the ball behind him, Bob. But look at the great catch, and then the concentration to finish. What a great play that time by Tim Duncan. And he sort of thwarts the little thrust right now that L.A. is trying to give.
Duncan from Elliott. Nice block by Shaq. It's a mere formality. They've got to get back in with a victory today. Fisher, the lob to Shaq.
See, Shaq has been much more effective. Derek Fisher is going to break the defense down, and he gets inside. And Shaq, so big and strong, makes himself available, seals off David Robinson, and just sort of flips the ball, tips it in the basket.
Off the dribble. Reed, open, head of the key. And the slam by Shaq.
Again, off the ball. When you get in front of Shaq on the low block and somebody else takes the shot, there's no way you can get in front of him. Now watch Duncan get in front of him. So when Rice takes the shot, actually looks like Shaq is the one with inside position, which he is. So if you're going to front, you got to make sure that you got to try to get around to do something, push him in the back.
Shaq, Elliott over on the double. He muscles it up and misses. Pieces it down, tries to flip it in as Fisher picks it up. He has to fling it to beat the shot clock, and Shaq is there, but there's a foul before the dunk. Here's O'Neal. Fisher snaps it back to him, and the Lakers retake the lead. Here's Duncan with Ori on him. Back out to Jackson. Duncan again. Ball knocked away. LA foul.
Right there.
Real bad.
Now you go into Shaq, and then you repost. He gets you deep. Now that is a high percentage shot.
Duncan, double teamed by Fox and Shaq. And he was fouled.
Who do they give this to? Is it Fox or is it Shaq when you get more than 2 points for every shot?
Fisher to Shaq. Plus the foul.
And who's creating this? Fisher. He's going back to playing point guard here once again, and he's breaking the defense down.
The foul is on Duncan, his fourth, and as you watch this, it's really needless because Shaq could not be stopped.
Again, Shaq is off the ball again. Bob, how often have we talked about how effective he's been in this quarter?
Duncan. Fouled as he goes up. Ball loose. Poked into the hands of Ori. Inside for Shaq, and Rose had to foul him, but Shaq hit with the left hand anyway. Tim Duncan. Jaren Jackson with the jumper. And the game is tied.
David Robinson getting ready to come back in the game.
Sean Elliott hits the three.
Slashed into the lane rather than stepping back.
Rice is short with the three. Shaq is there. David Robinson. Duncan. And the tip drops.
How about that tip? Was that Duncan that missed that shot and came all the way to the other side, missed it with his left, and tipped it in with his right? This young man off his feet. Here's Robinson misses the shot. Now watch Duncan. He's going to get the rebound. He's going to go up in traffic and miss it. Now watch him get to the other side and tip that ball in. What a great, great play.
Robert Ori finds Shaq. The Spurs defense finds him and fouls him.
It's every game for the Spurs.
Jaren Jackson with 15. Contact away from the ball. Duncan surrounded and a whistle. Duncan intercepts the inbound.
Where was Glenn Rice throwing that ball?
Avery Johnson for the tie.
You got to give the little guy credit.
Robert Ori looking for somebody to get rid of it to. And Rice's pass winds up in Robinson's hands. Here's Avery Johnson running the break to Duncan. Look at that play.
Remember I talked about the big men running the floor?
Two NBA titleists, 94 and 95 with the Rockets. For three, it's Jackson. And it's San Antonio in front. Two guys, Jackson and Johnson, who could have been counted out several times in their NBA careers.
At the right time, and that's what these two guys have done.
Not the right time to miss them both, but the rebound bounces to Robinson. And then they have to foul Sean Elliott. Tap to the side and grabbed by Avery Johnson. And San Antonio looks like they'll be going for the sweep tomorrow. They have to foul Duncan out near midcourt. Fox throws it in for Rice. His three is no good. Shaq trying to tap it in, and he may have been fouled over the back. Two. The Lakers just walk it off, staring at a sweep unless they can gather themselves for tomorrow.
Search for things to do in the fourth quarter that's cost them the games.
The tip to the Spurs. Series. Duncan with the hook, and that's the way Game 4 starts.
Interestingly enough, Shaquille O'Neal said, I want to guard Tim Duncan, so he's guarding Duncan today. We'll see what that matchup brings.
Trying to follow. Gets it back outside to Sean Elliott. Duncan off the glass.
Now the Spurs want to run. They want to get early offense.
Sean Sean Elliott around a Duncan screen, returns it to him for the jumper. He has 3 field goals right out of the box.
You know, game out.
Shaq, Duncan guarding him, missed it. San Antonio laps back into the old habits. A wild ride for Rambis. O'Neal doesn't get the bounce, and Elliott takes it. Johnson guns a 3.
I didn't know he had that kind of range. Predictable player. This time he steps in the lane, the little jump hook. This off the offensive rebound. He's now on the left block and scores. This one off the screen roll. He fades out and shoots the jump shot. So he's going to move around right now.
They were just resetting the shot clock on that last whistle. Look at that move by Duncan.
You know, he's got such great footwork. Timeout, 3 straight mistakes, 3 straight turnovers, basically. Look at the position Duncan gets. And Shaq has got to do a better job of taking that space away, regardless of how big and strong Shaq is.
Fisher gets into the paint. Reed is wide open. There's a whistle as the shot goes down.
Off the ball, Shaq is going to pick up the foul. You see him with Duncan. He gets his left arm up, so the foul on Shaquille O'Neal, a basket, will count.
Duncan spinning baseline and reaching in to foul him is Robert Horry.
Alter, the fingers pointed at Kurt Rambis.
Foul on Purdue is first. Here's Shaq working on Will. And there's another foul. Front court. Before Shaq can receive the pass, Jack Nees spots a foul. 4-game win over Houston in round 1, but well beneath that against San Antonio. Here's Duncan pushing it up the floor to Malik Rose, and Rose will come to the free throw line. Inside 3 minutes to play in a long first quarter. There have been 17 fouls called already, and now Dick Bavetta makes it 18. Inside, unstoppable once he gets it there. Jackson looking for Duncan, but Shaq is there to intercept it.
Shaq cannot be predictable against this team. They know what they want to do too well against him. He gets it there, and Malik Rose just overmatched. And on the other end, he's on the weak side defense. You see the fronting in the post. He comes over and reads the defense nicely and gets the steal. Nice 2 possessions there by Shaquille O'Neal. He finished strong.
Horry for 3, it's no good. And a loose ball foul on San Antonio on Malik Rose. The Spurs, an important ingredient with them. Here's Shaq in the paint, turning in a crowd. Somebody got a piece of it. It bounces to Fox. And here comes Lou on the wing to Kobe. He'll dish it underneath for Shaq, who recovers and is fouled. There have been 32 fouls in 17 minutes of playing time in this first half. Now make it 33. Jackson looking for Duncan, who's guarded by Reed, spins right by him and is fouled, perhaps by Shaq, who came over late. Malik Rose trying to contend with Shaq, and this time he can. Jaren Jackson left unattended. Duncan. Fox on him. Looks to spin baseline. And just muscles that shot up.
Once he gets it, it's too late.
17 now for Duncan. Shaq just plows over Malik Rose. And the foul is on San Antonio.
See, once Fox gets there, it's too late. He just does not have the size, and Duncan does not get in a hurry, takes his time, and once again spins away from the double team. The Lakers are not in sync right now.
14. Duncan makes it 16, count the basket, and bring him to the line. Duncan with 19 points.
Well, the Lakers are in trouble when you get Duncan down here in this position. You see Duncan doesn't fight it. He keeps his hands up, takes his time, catches the ball, doesn't put it on the floor, says, I've got a mismatch, just finish, and he does.
Rick Fox has 4 fouls. Duncan now has 20 points. Fox, before he can get it to O'Neal, naturally, there's another whistle. There's into Shaq. Purdue went for the steal, and Shaq was alone. Crowd misses, battling for the rebound, gets it back. Now it's Shaq. Did he beat the horn? It's irrelevant because the shot doesn't go down.
This third quarter, quick post up.
Robinson answers. Outside to Kobe. Into the lane. Shaq. Crazy shot, and he puts it down. Avery Johnson finds Robinson. Shaq's got him. Poked the ball away off the leg of a San Antonio player. Shaq hits. Back.
The Lakers are in a good rhythm. No double team here, and Duncan does a pretty good job. He gets him off the block.
Tim Duncan against J.R. Reed, backing into the paint for the hook. That little baby hook.
Was not in rhythm. He caught it, thought about it, and then shot it.
Duncan slips inside. He's got 24.
San Antonio, anytime they've been challenged, they've come back with great offense. There's Duncan. Looks like he got fouled.
For San Antonio.
You know, Bob, and in fairness to him in this series, he is in foul trouble constantly as we see Shaq dunk, because he basically said.
Here's Duncan inside. He hits the basket, and Shaq may have fouled him on top of it.
Those are those fouls that you don't like to commit. Those are the touch fouls that lead to three-point plays. And once again, see, Tim Duncan is fresh. He's being played here by a smaller player. They front him, they throw over the top. Shaq is late getting there, and the little touch foul. So that's two fouls now where Shaq has reached in on Robinson.
Closing to within 4, seemingly only moments ago. Shaquille just took that as if he were playing volleyball and spiked it.
Nice little spin in English that gets that ball in the basket. But watch this ball. David Robinson tips it. It actually goes off the rim, and Shaquille O'Neal with the great timing just powers it in.
Crowd gets it out to Lou, who misses. Shaq up in a crowd, and he was fouled. Shaq with 25 and 10. Duncan. He just can't be stopped, it seems. Robinson takes it. Johnson inside the Duncan, running the floor. He will hurt you in so many ways. Even though I knew I wouldn't get it most of the time, I ran it to make my team succeed.
Well, here's Tim Duncan being guarded by a smaller player. Everybody's in foul trouble for the Lakers. And then again, he runs the floor. Watch Tim Duncan. He's back there with everybody. You see Kobe Bryant running. Nobody puts a body on him. What's he going to put his hand up like a wide receiver, throw me the basketball, great hands. He lays the ball in the basket. And Bob, as I said a while ago, your star players are momentum stoppers.
Finding Rick Fox for 3. Shaq trying to keep it alive. The slam and the foul.
That's illegal. To be that strong. I mean, he knocked David Robinson off of him and finished on that play as if David Robinson's a little man. Shaq just wanted this basketball. He was not going to be denied. The ball goes up. Look at this powerful rebound. He actually tips the ball to himself. And he says, get out of the way, David Robinson. This is Shaquille O'Neal, the power and grace of this man. And they need this in the fourth quarter from him, all in the fourth.
Kobe hustling after the rebound on the miss. Now Fox hands to Shaq for another slam. He's got 29. Shaq is fouled by Purdue. That's his 5th.
The Lakers are trying so hard to get back into this game. Rick Fox with a nice penetration. Will Purdue helps as he's supposed to. Weak side rotation, not there. Shaq.
Here's Sean Elliott, baseline. Shaq comes over to bother the shot.
Offensive foul on Sean Elliott. He comes about.
Do you think that Buss and the Lakers, in consultation with Magic Johnson and Jerry West, Ron Lou into a crowd? Shaq covers up for him by retrieving it and hitting the little hook. Here's Tyronn Lue into the lane, into a thicket of defenders. Still Laker ball. O'Neal again against 3 defenders. Doesn't get the roll, but does get the call. Jaren Jackson puts the Lakers away.
Apropos, he did it yesterday. He follows it up today.
Rick Fox, Shaquille. He will come to the free throw line. 108 to 100. Duncan in traffic and foul. Jackson into Duncan. Fox looking to poke it away. Instead, hit with a foul. Clock ticking down toward a minute. Lou turns the corner, lobs it inside to Shaq. And Shaq now with 36 points. San Antonio sweeps and moves on against either Portland or Utah?
All right, I'm here with the Big Easy. Now, it was obvious. Before this game, a lot of people talked about what was wrong with the Lakers. But being around you guys before the game, I can tell that you guys are all about the Spurs and closing this game out, not worried about the Lakers.
Yeah, we came out here, we were really focused. We knew we wanted to end it here and not go all the way back to SA and have to play another game. It was great. We came out, played attention all the way through, and then finished the game.
Each game, somebody off your bench came up big. Jaren Jackson, Jerome Kersey. Every single game, somebody
Yeah, we need that from everybody. We had some great contribution from like Will Perdue and Malik Rose off the bench coming in and guarding the big guy. And then Jaren Jackson came in and hit some big shots for us.
Now, who was it you wanted to give a shout out to?
Virgin Islands, everybody in the VI.
Okay, good. You've done that. Let's go back to Bob.